This is the SEC Insider Hit, brought to you by Capital Preservation Services, the tax planning team that helps business owners earn more and keep more.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Out of Bounds, live in the Bank Plus studio, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. We are streaming live on the Out of Bounds radio app and on the Zone 105.9.com. We've been telling you about National Pizza Day, which is always fun and a super easy tie-in to sports or anything in life because pizza is amazing and all the different things that our restaurateurs are doing with it. We thought it was a good day to bring in our friend who missed us big time the last few months, and he would be Jeff Good. He and his partner, Dan Blumenthal, own Bravo Italian Restaurant and Bar. Sal and Mookie's in Fondren, which will be moving. We'll talk about that. And then Broadstreet, which is a fantastic bakery and cafe and restaurant right there on the frontage road off of I-55. Jeff Good in the house. Jeff, good morning. Did you miss us?
Whenever I need a pick-me-up, all I need to do is call you. I tell you what. Yes, of course I've missed you. I was just telling Blake that it was a year ago this time I brought in a king cake, and we had that great discussion. And of course, he immediately reminded me, you could have brought pizza, and, what stops you from coming up here? And I'm like, I hear you loud and clear, so I'll have to make up for that.
Okay, I admit, I did not text you until I saw it was National Pizza Day, and plus you and I had been talking about getting you back on the show, and I saw the press release on Sal and Mookie's. I didn't text you till like 6 o'clock yesterday, so that's on me. Next time, I'll get my ducks in a row. We'll give you 2 or 3 days notice, and you can bring us some delicious food.
Yeah, we got people. We can make something happen. We'll figure this out. Fear not. It's good. Bottom line is, it's great to hear your voice. And always a pleasure to be on your show. You do such a damn fine job. So here we are.
National Pizza Day. All right,
yeah.
We can go eat. Let's go with Sal and Mookie's first. Then we'll move to Bravo.
Sure.
All right, National Pizza Day. You guys do it right. New York style pizza. Talk to me on when you think about National Pizza Day.
The thing that that people love about what we do is we've tried to create a concept where you have this classic New York-style large pie that's baked in a gas-fired brick-line oven by hand, that whole narrative. And then the toppings, we've got very classic things that are right along the lines of what you'd see if you got a slice on the street in New York, all the way to things that are very creative, like the South Street Seaport, which is one of our most popular pizzas, which has a bechamel sauce, which is made from flour and water. It's like people think it's like an Alfredo, but it's a different style of a sauce. And it's got Old Bay seasoning, so crab boil in it, and then crawfish and fresh crab meat and shrimp. And it's just delicious, or something like the meatpacking district, which people love, which is all the salty meats. And so the idea is we really are bringing in very, very chef-driven ingredients that we're processing from hand, from raw ingredients to then make a pizza to then serve it to you. And that's what I think has captured everybody's imagination for 14 years with Sal and Mookie's. That plus the vibe of the place and the pleasure of getting to know our servers and how we try to do the right thing. We're named after the Spike Lee movie Do the Right Thing. That movie, the two main characters were Sal and Mookie. It's kind of our original muse for the name and the concept. But
that's cool.
It is. It is really cool. That entire movie took place in a Brooklyn pizzeria. My partner Dan was watching it late one night, and we were trying to struggle to come up with a name, and we had a lot of very kind of antiseptic names, very very simple names, and he really came up with that, and it was a home run. So the point about what I'm saying is we really tried to do something that's kind of really cool, and then of course. It is funny how every industry has a day. So today, it's not National Potato Day, but it is National Pizza Day, and it is a day that a lot of people like to celebrate the pie. And we're a week out from Lent, where there's a lot of fasting and a lot of dieting that'll start, and so it's just one more way to kind of have a little bit of indulgence and fun and coming off the tail end of the Super Bowl and all of that, it's a lovely time. So we open at 11 o'clock. We'll serve a lot of pies today, and we're getting ready to move. So it's a big year for us. We're just so thankful that in the middle of this pandemic, with all the negative stuff that happens, our lease was coming to an end in March 31st, and we simply really wanted to think about what the next 14 years are going to look like. And we were given an opportunity to move into the former sophomore Spanish club over at the district at Eastover. And Ted Duckworth and Breck Hines, the developers over there, magnanimous gentlemen, just did a wonderful job of communicating to us and sharing with us the vision for what they're doing and the opportunity. And we got to yes. That's one of my favorite lines is get to yes. So we got to yes on a plan that in the middle of the pandemic that we could open a restaurant and be successful. And we just can't wait. And I'm just so excited about the space and working with Mary Sanders Ferris and her group on really taking our concept and matching it to that building, but morphing it to what it needs to be to speak our brand while still doing something extraordinary. And Bo, I'll finish with this. The thing that you're going to love, and so many of your listeners, is we're putting 6 large screen TVs out on that huge, beautiful patio, and we are going to double down on sports weekends. So we really realized that the one thing we did not do for 14 years is we did not provide ample and engaging space for sports. And the best part is, if you're a young couple and you want to meet up with some of your friends and watch a game, but you got kids, the green space and the common areas of the district are safe places for kids, so you can have that last drink while you're finishing the game while the kids are out having ice cream and running around on the lawn. So we just can't wait, and that's going to be sometime the first couple of weeks of April. We'll be making the move and hopefully open by mid-April at the district right off I-55 between Lakeland Drive and Meadowbrook. So we're so excited about it.
It's a great space. Great space, super cool development. Sal and Mookie's moving to the district at Eastover in April, and it's National Pizza Day, so it was a great day to bring on Jeff Good and discuss all the fun things that are happening within their company. And let me give a shout-out to 2 pizzas. They've got great ones, but Rikers Island at Sal and Mookie's and Central Park. Those are I love several, but those are 2 that if you're out and about today, can't get there today, the next few days, Rikers Island, Central Park, pizzas at Sal and Mookie's. Also, Jeff and Dan, they do the slice and a salad or 2 slices of salad. It's a home run, and what's great is they can drop it in like minutes, and that's always good for me.
Unless you got that one guy at your group that orders the well-done burger.
That's true.
And everybody suffers, right? Everybody's suffering waiting for the well-done burger. But we're thankful to do what we do. For 26 years, we've been blessed to serve this market, and this past year has been a real testimony to the strength of our people and their desire to work, engage, serve, provide hospitality, and hold each other up. And I'm super excited. Come on, vaccine, here we go. We're and can't wait for this fall for us all to be in a stadium watching an SEC football game together.
Absolutely.
I've got friends that have invited me to Oxford for the LSU game, so I can't wait. I haven't been to an Ole Miss game in years, so I can't wait.
Jeff Good, Bravo Italian Restaurant and Bar, Sal and Mookie's Broadstreet, joining us on the Out of Bounds Show, 105.9 The Zone, ESPN, on National Pizza Day. And Sal and Mookie's will open in the district at Eastover sometime in April. All right, let's go to Bravo, wood-fired pizzas on National Pizza Day. Jeff?
So I've got a great story about Bravo and our pizza oven. So when we first opened Bravo 26 years ago, the city had a really hard time giving us a permit for the building of the restaurant, because they couldn't understand this oven we wanted to put in the dining room, because we opened the kitchen up to the dining room. We were one of the first restaurants in this market to do the open kitchen concept, and we were going to put this big igloo of an oven that burned wood in the middle of a restaurant, and there was all sorts of red flags that went on downtown that we were going to create a fire hazard. And so finally, I had a chance to talk to this guy who had been at the city for years doing permitting, and I finally said, you know something? It's kind of like a barbecue pit. It's got a lot of wood, and it's going to burn, and it's going to have a flue. And he said, okay, now I see what you're talking about. But the Bravo wood-fired oven is a 5-foot diameter igloo. So if you were to take the wall down and see how it's formed, it's a big igloo. And so you put wood in the back of the oven. There's no gas starter. It's straight out, old school. You got to start it by hand. So you light get some kindling. You light the wood every morning. You get the fire going, and the fire is stoked in the back of the back corner. And you know what happens to heat? It rises. And since this is igloo-shaped, dome-shaped, it creates a natural convection in the oven. So the flames and the heat go up, and then they roll down. And the flue is actually in the front of the oven. So just like an igloo, you'd walk in the entrance. Think that entrance, if you looked up before you got inside the dome, there's a little hole, and that's the flue. So the smoke actually goes up and around the top of the dome, the curvature, and then smokes up and out through the flue. So you've got this constant swirling heat, and that's the magic of the oven. Cooks pizzas in minutes. Imparts a smoky flavor. You cook right on the fire brick, so you've got that whole conduction going on. So you're cooking it from the bottom, you're convecting it from the top. And Dan brought this concept from California. He was in San Francisco working there, and when we put this idea together, he said, "I really want to be able to introduce wood-fired pizzas." Wolfgang Puck had started Spago, and the California Pizza Kitchen was just starting to get its the rumblings of getting started. So it was a real wonderful idea. And here's the funny story. So we start this oven. We have a cheater. We have a propane tank with a wand that will stick in the back, light the wand, and stick it under the wood to get it started, like you would if you were some people start their green egg with propane. I use a chimney, but anyway. Dan was running the kitchen one morning. He got confused, and he put the wand in the oven, and the gas was on, and he had not started it. And he went over to start it, and he lit the wand, and of course there was a ton of propane in the oven, and it blew up. It exploded. It boomed, and his head was in front of the opening, and it was a very quick pop. Everybody turns around and looked, and literally it was like a cartoon. His hair was smoking, and he was completely, it was like his face had alopecia. And the poor guy looked up and said, "I got to go." And he lives around the corner. He ran home and showed back up in the afternoon with a sunburn. And thank God he was okay. And I hope my insurance agent isn't listening. Oh my God, he just texted me. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
I love it. Jeff Good, Dan Blumenthal, Sal and Mookie's moving to the district at Eastover in April, which is super, super exciting.
And everyone, Eastover this is in Jackson. We're still in Jackson. We're just going literally one exit up the interstate to right close to Bravo and Broadstreet. So some folks have said, "I can't believe you're leaving Jackson." And I'm like, "What? It's right there."
Man, it's a great space, great development. I'm really excited for y'all on that one.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, Bravo Italian Restaurant and Bar, National Pizza Day. So we've got to mess with Jeff here a little bit. All right, we've got the top 10 most popular pizza toppings. All right. So, Jeff, do you want to give it a run for the top 3 or so?
Yeah, pepperoni.
Okay.
Mushrooms.
Yes.
And I'm going to go with I want to choose between sausage and onion. Sausage.
Yep, you nailed it. You got the top 3.
There it is.
God, he's
All
so
right, let me
good.
finish it out.
Well, I'm just thankful that I was really afraid what you're about to do was to ask me about the Kansas City defense and the problems that they may have had. And, yeah.
So here it is: pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, extra cheese, onions, peppers, bacon, olives, ham, and tomatoes. That's the top 10 for 10 most popular pizza toppings. Blake, you have a question for Jeff Good.
I've got like 3, but to piggyback off what you said, let's play Stump the Jeff. Jeff, of those 10 that Bo just listed, 3 of them are on the polled top 10 most hated toppings. Which 3 toppings do you think made the top 10 popular and top 10 most hated?
Olives.
Yes.
You just say olives, didn't you?
Yeah, olives
sorry.
is
Okay.
one.
Olives, mushrooms,
Yes.
and
Did you read this list, Jeff?
No. I deal with this every day.
It's incredible.
Onions?
Yes.
God, are you serious?
It is. Those are the three that are on
What a
both
legend.
lists.
Look, I may not understand Kansas City's offensive issues and the Todd Bowles, the work he did with Tampa Bay's defense. I mean, I'm not quite sure about all that, but I know my toppings.
Yes,
that was
you do.
incredible.
Yes,
all right,
you
so
do.
staying on toppings then, Jeff, this is the most, I'm sure you know this is the most hotly contested pizza question of all time. Do pineapples go on pizza, yes or no?
Oh, wow.
So, there's been religious wars over this.
Yes, there has.
So I think that the left coast Mountie that we have is a pretty delicious pizza, but I'm not interested in eating it very often, and that's our take on a Hawaiian pizza. We have pineapple and we offer it, and we have a pizza that is on our menu that has it. So we are pro pineapple if you want it. And every now and then, this happens a lot of times. If we'll have groups come in and they ask me to talk, give a speech or something to a young group or something. They're having a buffet, and that's really the time that I'll have a Hawaiian pizza. Somebody's ordered one, and I'll grab a slice. I'm like, that's really kind of a tasty little treat. One slice. I just couldn't imagine the second. It's just a little too sweet for me.
And before we let Jeff go, speaking of pizza, the breakfast pizza at Bravo for brunch is so they are. I don't know how they do it. They have these scrambled eggs. They're fluffy on there. I like it with the wheat crust, and then they've got the bacon, the caramelized onions. But it is one of the best breakfast pizzas I've ever had. They offer it on Saturday and Sunday.
For brunch. 11 to 5 o'clock. I don't know, 5 o'clock brunch is crazy, huh? I think the thing that makes our pizzas, and like a lot of restaurants, there's a lot of great restaurants in town that prescribe by the same thing. When you make the base ingredients from scratch that then in turn are assembled to make the final item. So when you mentioned the caramelized onions, the idea that we take onions and then we cook them down in brown sugar and butter with a little bit of seasoning, and then those are cooled and they sit waiting to be used. When that becomes a garnish onto a pizza, there's a whole depth and breadth of flavor and complexity that one item brings to that dish. If we just were to throw some chopped onions on there, it would be astringent, it would be acidic, it would be flat. So the idea of having depth and breadth to the basic ingredient, what we call prep. So you have prep cooks that come in the morning and make all of the items that get ready to go into what we call line cooking. And line cooking is when you order something, a ticket comes up in the restaurant, and you want your Central Park pizza, but you want to add caramelized onions. So that process of pulling the chicken and the sliced tomatoes and the season this and that and putting everything on it and putting that is the actual cooking of the item, but it's just like the work that has to happen on the practice field and in the
sure.
The time you spend learning plays. The pre-work makes for the success on the field, and so it's no different in a restaurant. And so restaurants that take the time to authentically make food instead of opening cans, that's where depth and breadth and experience comes from. And that's what I'm so proud that 26 years ago my partner said, I'll go into business with you. I'll come home to Jackson. You got to raise the money first, but once you raise the money, I'll come home. So, he gave me the target and I got it done. So here we are.
The breakfast pizza for brunch Saturday and Sunday at Bravo Italian Restaurant and Bar in Highland Village. And then Sal and Mookie's will be moving to the district at Eastover in Jackson in April. And, of course, Broadstreet going strong with the king cakes and all the delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner that they serve. Jeff Good in the house. Jeff,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
I want to thank you, and I want to thank you on behalf of Patrick and Hallie, Patrick Munn and Hallie Sappington, the owners of the Sal and Mookies in Madison. They really love seeing you and Blake come by. They're right down the street from you. They're on 463 in Colony Crossing, and I'm just so proud of them. 5 years veterans of our business, running their own restaurant out there in Madison and doing a great job. So thank you for your support of them. It means a lot.
Absolutely. They're doing an amazing job. Jeff, thanks so much, bud. We'll catch up soon, okay?
All right, y'all take care.
Jeff Good, Bravo Italian Restaurant and Bar, Sal and Mookie's Broadstreet on National Pizza Day. Can you believe he got it? So we get this email that you subscribe to in I guess, the radio media business, all right? And it's an aggregate email that tells us all sorts of things that are going on in the world. And on big national days, it tells us, hey, here's what the surveys have said, blah, blah, people like this, that, and the other. That's what we're referencing a lot of time. And that's where we got the top 10 most popular pizza toppings are BAM, and then the most hated toppings are BAM. Well, Jeff got the first 3 most popular, which are pepperoni, sausage, and mushrooms. And then there's 3 that made both lists: mushrooms, onions, and olives.
And he nailed all.
Now, I'm a huge mushrooms and olives on my pizza. And as Jeff said, if you do the onions the right way, like they do with the breakfast pizza, then I'm in. And if you haven't tried the breakfast pizza on Saturday or Sunday at Bravo, it's divine.
Yeah.
And with the Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary, I don't know what Jeff's bartenders do with their Bloody Mary mix, but it is phenomenal.
His crawfish, like whatever the seafood one too that he talks about with the bechamel is really good. It's unique. It's like he said about the Hawaiian. I couldn't eat a whole pizza like that, but give me a couple of slices of that, good to go, man. It's a good pizza.
Well, guess what? I'm hungry.
Are we getting? I want pizza now.
Yeah, well, and he mentioned Patrick and his team up here at Sal and Mookie's in Madison, and they are doing a great job, and it was a big deal. We need more local restaurants up here, and they're doing a super job over there by Home Depot and Kroger. All right, cool. Good show today. Mike Detillier did a great job. We appreciate Todd Martis and the CPS team coming in, Capital Preservation Services, and Philip Anthony. That was fun. And employee retention credit. Remember that.
That was pretty important information, right?
You own a business or a clinic. Earn
a
more
lot
and
of
keep
money.
more with CPS, Capital Preservation Services. Jeff Good hanging out with us on National Pizza Day. And Mike Detillier was great with the Saints and what they could do at the quarterback position, what could happen with Dak. And he talked about Brady and Mahomes and the Super Bowl. And I think all of us were blown away that it was a blowout. You know, I could see Tampa Bay winning, and I picked Tampa Bay. Not that I had that much confidence, but not by whatever it was, 3 touchdowns.
20 points.
Right.
Yeah, dude. Insane.
Never in a million years did I think that game would play out that way. So Brady gets another one. Mahomes, you would think, will be back.
You'd have thought Dan Marino would have been there.
Right.
You know,
And
I hate
Elway
to say
wasn't
that.
sure. You know, he went. He wasn't sure, Blake,
Well,
that he was going to get one.
Kurt Warner retired, came back, went to the Cardinals, and
Yeah.
finally got one back. But that's again, you don't ever know, man.
No.
Aaron Rodgers has made 1. Drew Brees made 1.
Yeah, great players. And like you said, Marino made 1 in his rookie year and never went back. Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Enjoy National Pizza Day at Sal and Mookie's or Bravo Italian Restaurant and Bar. Also, it's a good day weather-wise. Check out Live Oaks Golf Club. Tee it up. Live Oaks Golf Club, Highway 49 North. Roosevelt's is open. They've got the Philly cheesesteak sandwich and the wings and other lunch specials at Roosevelt's at Live Oaks Golf Club. Thanks for listening to the show. Also brought to you by Chris Corley, Angel Oak Home Loans. Chris Corley, Angel Oak Home Loans. He'll shop the best rates for you. Chris Corley, Angel Oak Home Loans, and Havana Smoke Shop. Premium cigars, I-55 North Frontage Road, and across from Shaggy's. Premium cigars at Havana Smoke Shop. Hit the podcast on Apple Podcasts. Search the Out of Bounds Show. Hey, thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.